There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out. Haven't seen you in seasons, but all I hear is your voice. I know my limits, you can break me down, but I'll stay till the finish line. And I've been counting minutes for quite some time now, just to see you again. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been finding ways to get away, to see you again, see you again. We got millions of reasons to let it all go. Hope we're not too broken. I know I'm not always strong, and I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been finding ways to get away, to see you again, see you again.
I don't like your T-Series, I don't like your T-Series. Nothing personal, kid, nothing personal, kid. But I must go all out, but I must go all out. Just this once, just this once. Bob's over gun, whichever gun, whichever the fuck down. T-Series, I'm here to spill the real tea. You're trying to dethrone me from spot on number one, but you in the year you lose, so best think you haven't won. When I'm through with you, we're gonna be completely fucking done, cause we only just begun. I review you 05 is gone, so come on T-Series, looking hungry for some drama. Here, let me serve you bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. Look at T-Series, they just crying for their mama. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna, bitch, 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 bitch. Lasagna. wanna kiss him. I'm a blue-eyed white dragon while you're just dark magician. You got a fifth of the population in your nation, but I got 90 rolls of worlds to hold your defecation. Multipatlo, what the fuck is that even supposed to mean? Your language sounds like it come from a mumble rap community. No papa, yes papa, Johnny. Now download the sugar and let's throw this fucking party with some bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. Look at these series, they just crying for their mama. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. These series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna, bitch, these series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna.
Oh, dear Lord. Oh, computer, you poor thing. What are you doing? Hold on, guys. I'll get it. Everything we do is better than Tonka's. Abso-fucking-lutely. Just a moment, folks. OBS managed to actually kill my Discord. Poor Discord. It's taking a beating. Feels so bad. Discord, why must you try to update right now? There's better times. Frames are better. I'm sorry, guys. Just a second. Heyo. You want to work now? That'd be nice. Hey, now we're getting some more.
Voice. What's
Heyo.
with my voice?
There you go. How you doing?
Oh, there we go. I can hear you.
Yeah, you're good. There you go. Let me just adjust the audios. Can you talk real quick?
Yep. Test, test. 1, 2, 1, 2. Test,
right.
test.
We're both in the green, and we're finally settled into a state where my computer isn't having a heart attack. Sorry about that, everyone. Literally everything died at once.
PewDiePie is just that dank, guys.
Yeah.
So be sure to sub to PewDiePie after this.
Absolutely.
But Bryan.
Yes.
How can I explain how exactly this dude is? You have all the DMs, right?
No, I do not.
The screenshots. No.
No.
Well then we can certainly set that up. I can scroll through.
Or you can just send me screenshots of the DMs, and I can pop them straight onto the screen.
Con says, "Hey Vash, finally caught one of your streams."
Yeah, what's up, Con? We couldn't get the audio file, but we will be clipping the audio files in the near future about the art theft stories. This time we're just gonna kind of brush over y'all's because we couldn't. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, we just didn't have enough time to download everything.
Just blame it on my computer. Just blame it on my computer. You guys literally saw what
actually,
happens.
It's actually the router here this time. It's a shitty ass router here.
Oh, my bad.
Also, I can kind of tell them sort of in a glance over type of way of what it was, if I need to.
But I hope everyone's morning is
Jesus.
doing pretty good. Yep. Be sure to get your collective bowls of cereal or whatever else that you're enjoying, and we will be on our way in just a second. Okay, but to be perfectly transparent, you see, was saying about how put stuff out of context. So to be
people are dropping in and out, and I'm scared.
That's doing away. By the way, if any of you guys want to go into the, we will bring you a little bit later.
Okay, what Vash was trying to say, as he transformed, was we're gonna have an open mic session, and we will announce that and have a link posted for anyone who wants to join. If you're already in the chat, all you gotta do is when we announce that, hop into the waiting room, and we'll pull you up. Vash, stop transforming. Pick a state and stay in it. Thank you very much.
I'm trying. Okay.
Transformers, robots in disguise.
Vash, do you want Gunslinger in here?
Yeah, he was in the chat yesterday, wasn't he?
Yeah, we'll for right now.
Hey, Slingy.
Hey, Hey, Luna. Hey, Vash. What's up, Fair?
Hey,
yeah. All right. So, let's see here. There's the screenshot. But we do have like a lot of art of this guy that of.
Just give me a moment. I'm gathering the screenshots. While I'm doing that, though, I'll go ahead and post Let's see here. What do you want to see, guys? Let's see the original piece of artwork. There you go. There's the original piece of art with the signature of the original artist.
No, Mullins the Fox, otherwise known as the Fox with the Chipped Ear.
Oh my! So many.
No hate.
So many DMs. I'm scared.
You can ask him.
Oh dear Lord.
Questions. But
Vashy poo.
Yeah.
You're cutting in and out really bad, bud.
And Mullins the Fox.
Oh my. Let's see here. Okay.
Okay.
Vash, what are we gonna do with your audio?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. How you doing?
Just fun.
I say that, and I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Transformers too.
No. Okay.
No.
Can everybody hear me?
Barely.
I can hear you.
Okay. You can hear me. Ferret, can you hear me?
You're
I can't hear Ferret.
You're choppy, but...
Oh, Lord.
Woohoo dumpster fire!
The curse of technical difficulties has returned.
We've met this before. It's okay. We know what to do. We'll just leave and rejoin VC a bunch of times until it works. That's typically the go-to. Oh, God. Boo-doo-doo.
Fire.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes,
Hey,
we can hear you now.
Problem solved.
Okay.
All right. I have those
That's good.
screenshots. Is that what we want to start with? Do we want to start with the screenshots?
Yeah, I guess.
All right, let's see here. Here we go. Oh, that quality, Vash. Why couldn't you take it in a better quality, man? Dear Lord.
Saying that you ferret, you're being a low energy.
Excuse you? May I help you? Oh, that quality. Vash, what are you doing to me?
Ferret. Yeah, look at that.
And these DMs are overlapped so that there's absolutely nothing taken out.
Except I can't read them because they're so low quality. Just saying.
That is not my fault.
I think people can get the gist.
Ah, missed you.
They can't even read it, Vash.
Oop.
Here, let's try a different one. How about that? That's the first one, but... Shit shows. Woohoo! Yeah, they're all the same quality. Fantastic.
Okay.
All right. Here's
Let's
a...
test one too.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, that's me offering the art.
Yep.
Just this is just quick glimpses. Yeah, that's him. He's basically someone else's persona is based on of identity theft. To take someone's art, to take someone that you don't own, they do, and to use your own personal. It's not a critical. I'm done.
Yeah, we can't hear you, bud. Sorry.
And as you can see, he keeps. This is
Since I'm source audio, I doubt anybody can hear Vash.
You're being bitch.
I'll wait till he's done.
Lasagna.
It's okay, guys. Don't worry. So essentially, we're having some tech issues, guys. But what it comes down to, and I have the images here, and I'll run back through it one more time. The original artist this is their piece. Now, what he'll do is he took this original piece of art and went through, and he tossed a bunch of eyebrows and.
Everybody here, just making sure.
Tossed a bunch of eyebrows, teeth, text on it, and...
Barrett, can you hear?
No, I can't hear you, you fucking spastic. Where I can hear you, I doubt you can hear me.
In the chat that says it's not just that they don't own it, it's that they didn't come up with put in the work to make the art itself.
That is very true.
Yeah.
That is very true. But yeah, no, he will literally just take it and throw random shit on it and use it because, yeah. And he will also open... Oh, no, that's where I asked him if he wanted to come. He will openly say that he steals art. Not a problem. But it's not a big deal because it's just an avatar, guys. That's what it is. It's just not a big deal.
There we go.
I bet that sounds fantastic on everybody's ears. But no, he openly admits it. That's the problem. Yeah, art thief.
Yep.
A form of plagiarism. And he did have a link. He did receive a link.
Yeah.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
Not for you.
But I don't understand why they did this. Why they act like this. Why they do this. It's not okay, to be fair. It's not nice. It's not fair. Being an artist, it bothers me. And I don't know what boggles my mind is I don't understand why he thinks it's okay. If it was his art, I imagine there would be an issue. I don't understand it. I really don't. I don't. And it would piss anyone else off, really. And I don't know why that they view it as something is okay. You know, it's not even, when it comes down to it, it's not, I'm an artist. I did Vash's logo, right? And even though me and Vash weren't getting along for a time, I never made a stink over it because I gave him that art. I gave him permission to use that art.
Yeah. And like, you know, I even didn't I like offer to pay you even after our site?
Yeah.
Our little stout?
Yeah, but no, that art was done for you to do with what you want. You own it.
Yep. The volume on the stream is a little bit low, Ferret.
For who?
For the listeners. Everybody in general is really low volume.
I turned everyone up a little bit. Is that better?
Give me a second.
Chat. Can you tell us, is that better?
One, if you guys can hear us. Two, if it's still low volume. We're still trying to get everything situated for you guys, and I'm very sorry about that. I mean, the Dargan set isn't completely done yet, and I do plan on having a regular show on Sundays. So I will say that.
Without people stealing art, mind you.
Yeah. Yeah, and coherent stories, guys. There will be especially coherent stories.
Absolutely.
James Luck says, funny thing is, if the original artist posted it in DeviantArt, I'm guessing that.
They did. Yep, that would be correct.
Yeah. Oh, one, but Vash is a bit too loud now.
God
Sorry.
damn it. Yeah, I got it, guys. Hold on. Vash, try again.
I am God.
How about the Luna?
Well, you and Vash are on the same audio channel, so.
All right. So, all right, we're getting one. We got 2 ones in the chat, so I'm thinking that our audio is good now.
All right. And everybody's clear and coherent, so.
Yeah.
Well, I'm quickly making my way away from that because I am drinking because art thievery makes me very angry.
Well, I mean, it irritates me as well.
Well, I actually came across something, and art theft, the actual definition is the physical art. However, most of the time when we're talking about online art theft, it's technically considered copyright infringement.
Yeah, copyright.
I just want to make sure that definition is clarified before we continue.
Still fucking art thief.
Yeah, but I'm trying to say it in the same way that a one of some of the main people of the furry community would call it, which is, I would say, a identity theft of, like, furries, otherwise known as a persona stolen or art theft.
I don't really give a shit. I just don't think it's okay for people to steal art. Do you know how much time and effort goes into art? Do you have any idea?
Like, I mean, you were doing like at least 2 to 3 days on my
Avatar? Yeah.
on my garden.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I'm extremely meticulous. I'll do multiple sketches. I'll give you multiple choices when it comes to certain features, and I'll sketch the full drawing multiple times, different ways, especially when I'm doing a commission.
Yep. And by the way, if I'm correct, Ferret is taking commissions. So
Not currently. Not currently.
Not currently? Okay.
Yeah. With me moving and everything, I'm not taking commissions right now, but here in a few months I will be. If you guys want to see my art, Suit Yourself server, Vash's server, Maestra Philanthropy server, all have art areas, and my art is there.
Yeah, but make sure to get on that list before it's too late.
Yeah, it feels
Because
so quickly.
commissions, if you don't do it right, then it's gonna take a while to get you on that list to get your drawing and get your work done.
Yeah. Anyway, back to Mr. Bryan. He's not here. He pussed the fuck out. This makes me think of Hellsing Ultimate. Do you know why, Vash?
Pussed out like
a bitch. Yes. He had ample time. Ample. I DM'd him yesterday afternoon, giving him a server link, a time, and my personal guarantee that he wasn't going to be harassed upon entering the server, because I know that would be his excuse. So I talked to Vash and Luna and most other people in the server that was around for that.
Well, I mean, we're pretty well known for not harassing people.
Scarlet, how are you, darling? I see you in the chat.
Yeah, she's currently got a cold, but
poor Scarlet. I know Scarlet had some shit to say though.
Oh yeah, she definitely wanted to. So we might actually have to do a part 2 if this dude keeps responding.
Yeah, he decided to respond, and it wasn't cute. It wasn't funny. He's retarded. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Oh my.
Just a little bit on the spectrum. But let's go ahead. I'm a sick ass bastard. How are you? Well, we're doing all right. We're going into this, so let's take a look at more of the artwork that was stolen, and
okay.
Then we can get into it.
Every single time he shows a piece of artwork that happens to be that one particular fox with a chip in his ear, that's stolen. Period. It doesn't matter. Okay, I have a few pieces that I've already just cycled through really quickly. But, once again, I'll put this up. There's the original. Right. Where is it? Rip-offs. There it is. So, here we go. We have how many examples? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 examples with that one particular.
We don't have it showing yet. You got to click the eye on them.
I did. Give it a second. Let it catch up. Damn.
Well, yeah. Sorry. Boomer back.
As a furry myself, and I will say I'm a furry. The brain fart. The character displayed in the original artwork is persona is a red wolf, not a fox.
Yep.
I've seen the original owner of this persona's fur affinity.
Well, I mean, we'll call him Dakota.
Yes.
Well, that is the name of the character, yes.
Yeah.
and I recognized several pieces of art that Bryan has been using. Several different ones that he has used as his icon, the ones he's using in his streams or edited videos.
Okay, Luna, if you don't mind, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna just let you have your part where you get to say whatever, okay?
Okay.
Because I know that you did a lot of research, so I'm just gonna let her take over for right
Yeah,
now. And then
hats off to Luna. Holy hell, the research you put in.
Oh yeah, she's been hard at work. Whenever I would check up with her every break, whenever I was on break at work, and she was just Johnny on the spot for me. So she's done really well about putting this together. But I'm gonna just let her take over for right now. So
Okay. Now, there's a slight difference between what is being done here and what we're talking about here as compared to a parody or a review. A review, you're saying, okay, this, and this could be better, but this is absolutely beautiful. A parody, you're using it in a satirical nature, and you don't claim it. You, like, for example, Team 4-Star with their abridged, they're always like, go back and support the original releases. Please. This is a parody. Please support the original releases. And that's not what we're dealing with here. We're dealing with someone stealing someone's face. And as a furry, a lot of the furry community does use this as their face in society. When they go to fur meets, when they go online to their like So Furry for Affinity accounts, their fursona is their face. It's not just it's not just an image. Now, I did have someone bring up the fact that a lot of younger furs will use art as a profile picture. And that's one thing. I understand doing that when you don't have the money for your own art. However, I always make sure that I have the citation and who that art belongs to.
And also, that's no excuse for Bryan because I offered to buy him on art piece.
That's true. Vash did offer to commission an artist.
Because he was a regular viewer.
Vash did offer Bryan to commission an artist to do him his own fursona. Because of him being a regular viewer and being so active on our Discord server. So that's not an excuse here. And I also know there's a lot of times what happens in the furry community is that we find out someone's stealing someone's fursona or somebody's art, and we yell at them because it's wrong. Stealing someone's art, like if you're just stealing art and you didn't pay for that art and you're using it to promote your shit, like if I was using stolen art to promote my YouTube channel, eventually I'm wanting to get money from that YouTube channel or anything I'm wanting to get money from. I don't want to use someone else's art that I don't have permission to use to do such a thing. Because then you get into copyright infringement because that character belongs to somebody else. You're using their character to make money for yourself. And you didn't pay for that. You didn't, So there's several things that just don't sit well with me with this art thievery. Ferret, do you have that article?
I can have it up in a jiffy. Just hold on.
I have a blog that I found, Rune's furry thing, I think.
Yep.
I'll have to open it myself because I can't read the screen on YouTube. If I can find blog, yes.
I'm working on it. Just a second.
And I will put a link in the description.
Hold on. Working on it.
This was posted this year. This month.
Hold on. Hold on. Everybody hold the fuck
Their
on.
first time.
You're getting choppy. Hold on.
They were in the process of a suit. And they had found out that their persona TikTok.
Luna.
So this person that was using her for
Can you guys hold on?
Okay,
Jesus.
so the person that spent a ton of
fucking hell.
a lot. What was that for?
Y'all need to hold on a second because you guys are choppy as shit.
Barrett?
Oh god, here we go.
Anyway, be aware of what the character theft is. They may not even be aware that they are thieves. They probably just did a Google and thought they were gays. But if they make bad videos or homophobic, that fursuit on to go out into public, they're the one accused of that. When you persona, you are stealing their identity. You are stealing their internet face. You're stealing their fandom face. Reporting them sucks. There's really not much you can do to protect character from theft. You can report the account for unless they're impersonating a real person, and websites don't take action because there is a real person or an actual issue. However, if it's your art they're using, and the owner and the artist, as far as I understand, have equal rights to the artwork as far as posting it, unless there's some type of contract that has been set out, a legal contract set out ahead of time.
So, trying to open that article turned everything into shit, and I'm pretty sure they didn't hear a whole lot of what you said. So, that's fine. I opened the article, I scrolled through it slowly for people, and went ahead and shut it, and I can hear you a lot clearer now.
Okay.
Alright.
Let me go ahead and finish what I'm saying.
If you want to read it, you can go ahead and read it. I've scrolled through. If people want to stop, they can stop it.
Glossing over it a little bit.
Yeah.
Is what I did.
Okay.
There will be a link in the description, so if anybody wants to go first post on it.
Yeah, Luna will be sure to update the description and everything. We did all of this in a lot of haste. I just woke up I'll be honest, I woke up 7:50-ish, and we took like an hour and 10 minutes to set all this up. So, yeah,
Less than that probably.
yeah. if that, yeah.
But yes, this is a blog, and this is a wonderful pointing out of this. It's a short article, but it does give a shows a big problem in the community, because it's not just populars like telephone and ring ring and those. It's even the minor ones that aren't recognized. It's actually more common among the ones that aren't recognized, because it's like, oh,
Okay, just because I know how angel dragons are, it is telephone ring ring, not telephone and ring ring. Just so that way we can make sure to not have a bunch of angel dragons in the chat.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But there's other like poppy furs anyway.
Will Kincaid. Hey man, we've been trying to reach out for weeks. Did you try me on Twitter? All right.
Somebody posted a link to the Discord in the chat.
Yeah, definitely. I'll
That is the most direct way to get to Vash.
we were the ones who dug all this up. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, here you
Come
go.
on. Come on the
Here's your
show.
link to come on in. Come on to the show. Bring you in, since you have a lot more knowledge in this.
Please, 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 please.
Yeah. Our show is through Discord, and all of my admins have the ability to pull you up. So.
Yes. Now to finish what I was saying is, it's actually more common among the non-popufurs, because people coming to the fandom that want to use like a random art piece to show their face so they can make their own persona. A lot of times it will end up being that they accidentally grab somebody that a persona that belongs to somebody, and things like that. So like poppy furs, you're like, oh, I recognize that one, I can't use that one. But a lot of the less popular ones, the more individual ones, can sometimes get lost in the mix.
He made an encyclopedia, a Dramatica page on esoteric entity. Oh, accusing him of, oh, wow. Oh, we just, I think Ferret, I think we got even more so. Holy shit.
Oh.
All right. Well,
Yeah, no, I
allegedly-
read it. Okay.
All right. Allegedly, ladies and gentlemen, we have Will Kincaid saying that Bryan Mullins The Fox had accused esoteric entity of pedophilia. Now, everybody knows how I feel about that type of subject. So yeah, by all means, holy shit, spend a month. Well, I'm saying accused because I don't know all the details. So, you guys can hit up the waiting room. Just scroll down to the voice channels. I believe my mods have given you guys a role to where you guys can do that. We gave Exoteric the docs. He is aware. Okay, cool. That's good. But yeah,
Little rat
holy
bastard.
shit.
Little rat bastard.
Oh, wow. And by the way, we didn't even expect this part. It just fell in, so
Hooray.
that's pretty awesome. He is aware, fair. Okay, cool. But yeah, come on into the just hit up the waiting room, and we'll definitely pull you guys in post haste, because this is like an alert that just like that's one of those show stopping alerts. So like, damn, what do you think, Ferret?
Yes. Okay. Will said he'll be in a bit. He's at work.
We probably won't be streaming that long, but Will, if you at me, Vash, Luna, doesn't matter who, and let us know you're out of work, we would love to talk to you, even if in the Discord.
Yeah, unless yeah, we will definitely cover it. We're gonna definitely cover all we can, because I already told Bryan I plan on taking every little detail, any and every detail at this point. But yeah, damn right, Scarlett. Breaking news.
Let's see here. What else did I have to cover? Oh yes.
I got something to cover real quick if you want to take a short break.
15 minutes? Yeah, sure. 15 minutes. We can definitely do 15 minutes. And
oh no. I mean, give Luna a break to gather what she needs to say, and I'll take over for a little bit.
Yeah. Go ahead and tag Ferret in for a little while.
Alright. No problem.
Let's just talk about how many channels you have, Bryan. Just for a second. Dude, how many channels do you need? I haven't even gotten a full count, because I'm sure some of them I don't even know where they are or what they're called, but I mean, there's quite a fucking few of them.
There's Bryan Mullins The Fox, and then there's his singing channel.
Fox with a chipped ear.
And then there's Fox with a chipped ear.
I'm actually going right now, and we're gonna see how far this rabbit hole goes.
And I've noticed that, if I'm correct, is that direwolf's like chest on Fox with a chipped ear?
Yes, it is.
So that is direwolf's chest.
Yes, I watched the video by the EMC. And he actually goes into detail on showing the comparison of it.
So we have Bryan Mullins the Fox with the chipped ear, his singing channel. Bryan Mullins the Fox's comedy and satire channel. What else do we have here? Bryan Mullins the Fox's singing channel. Bryan Mullins the Fox, and the Fox with the chipped ear. Okay, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 channels.
Bryan, you're not supposed to have so many channels. The thing is you're supposed to make one channel big, around 1,000 or so, and then you get the other channels to subsection your other topics and stuff. As for me, I generally don't give a shit, and I think that my audience is smart enough to, filter through it themselves. Hashtag gas furries. Well, I mean, this is more into art theft right now.
Yeah, but fuck those furries, I guess. Certain furries.
Yeah.
Certain furries, not all of them.
There's a bad sect of furries, and there's a good sect of furries.
Well, I mean, I think that this guy is wanting to gas all furries, so he has a right to be entitled to that.
Yorkie! No, that's Yorkie. Yorkie, do you want to come on and be a racist asshole? I love Yorkie. Yorkie's awesome. Give me a fucking channel link for Yorkie.
But
let's see here. Well, I mean, he could scroll up. It's a 24-hour link.
Go get it, Yorkie. Go get it.
Something Scarlett actually brought up to me. There are things that artists can do. Putting watermarks, posting lower quality pictures to the internet.
Okay, Will can do 5 minutes. Yeah, sure. We'll definitely have you in for as long as we can. Will's gonna be taking priority on the stream whenever he hits up the waiting room. So
absolutely.
Because he's very brief in time. Just wanted to say that. Go ahead, Luna.
Another thing that artists can do to protect their artwork from theft, or at least have proof of this is my artwork. Don't just put your signature on the side of the artwork. Put it into the art itself. Put it into the line art. Put it into the design itself rather than just a spot on the side that somebody can copy, paste out.
Yeah, so put it into the drawing itself. And I actually have a T-shirt of Teen Gohan, because that's one of my favorite moments in Dragon Ball Z, is the moment that he just snaps and kills Cell. My second favorite of that would be whenever he does the same thing to Bojack. But either way, the line art, the scruff on his forehead on that shirt is actually the signature of the artist.
That's smart.
Yeah.
That is actually really smart. Hey.
Scroll down, hit up the waiting room, and we'll drag you in. It'll be in voice. It'll be under the voice channel category.
If you need help.
Yeah, don't you guys have a channel?
Directory.
Yeah, at the very top there's a channel directory. Because there's so goddamn many of the channels.
I picture it as a TV, man. Everybody has their own little groups. I can't see voice. Well, here, I'll tag you in voice chat real quick. So
can't do that, can you? I'm lost.
He should be able to see the voice chat. You won't be able to see us in it because we have to drag you into it.
Yeah. We have to. We have this thing that we do.
Keeps the assholes out.
We've been having accidental buddies pop in when we're streaming.
Yeah. Alright, so let's see here. Wait a second. Will. Brobeans, what happened to your role? Oh, there we go. There we go. Sorry, bud.
What was the matter with it?
Apparently somebody didn't put on a roll for him. There. I got it though. I fixed it. So that was our fault. That was our fault. There you go. You should have full access now. And you should be able to see the waiting room. I was in text earlier. Yeah, I saw that. We do have like a role to where they people only see certain areas and all that stuff. So, all right, now we have Will. What's up, bud?
Hey, how are you doing? I've only got like 5 minutes because I'm on a smoke break. But what do you want? What do you want to know?
Like I said, we were mainly going to go out and talk about why it's not okay to steal art.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so why don't I just go through everything that Bryan's done so that everybody on God's green earth understands what a fucking awful human being Bryan is.
And
okay,
if we have to, we are going to definitely make another stream, and we'll schedule you into talking about it again, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, I'm available for the next 3 days, so
Woot!
don't bother me anytime. So just quickly, because I don't have a lot of time.
Go for it, everybody be quiet.
Okay, so Bryan Mullins is guilty of the following, and I have proof, not evidence, proof of all of these things because Bryan's really is really bad at covering his tracks. So first of all, he's guilty of doxing. He's guilty of the Encyclopedia Dramatica page on Esoteric Entity. He's guilty of mass flagging accounts that are critical of him. He's guilty of violating the DMCA clause repeatedly. Obviously, you guys have covered that. And he's also guilty of being a fucking idiot. So.
Well then, all right.
And we've gathered all the proof. We've been warning Bryan for about a month now, and he just doesn't listen. He doesn't listen. I tried to play nice with him in the very beginning. I was like, "Oh, Bryan, this is kind of, you might want to dial it back, bud." You know, I don't even remember anymore. It's in a video. I have a whole playlist on my channel called Bryan the Furry Cannibal, and it's most of the stuff is documented right in there, except for obviously anything having to do with docs, which I don't release to anyone except if it's relevant. Like, for example, if somebody has somebody's docs, I will tell the person who the docs belong to that they have the docs, and that's as far as it goes. So
Yeah, I mean
that's why I went straight to Esoteric Entity first when we discovered it.
Yeah, and Eso seems like a pretty alright person. You know, I've watched some of his content.
He started Bryan started the page, and then and then Dapperton got a hold of it, and then it just downward spiral from there.
Yeah.
Note that I don't know any of these people. I'm just an autistic spurg on the internet with way too much free time and a vendetta. So
that's fine. There's yeah, apparently
we like
he's
your
also
kind
a
around here.
doxer, Yorkie. He's apparently also a doxer.
Yeah, Yorkie just joined your server. When Mr. Will has to go back on into work, Yorkie can join up if he wants to. Fair warning, Yorkie can be a little bit racist. He's an Irishman, so.
Oh, that's all right. So.
All right. Also, back at it, back again, Will. So I'm guessing you and Red Wolf know each other?
Yeah, he does some art for me. I've paid him, so it's actually kind of relevant to what you're talking about.
Oh, awesome! So yeah, it's like me and Ferret. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Right. Well, okay, so there's like a team of us now that are working basically around the clock on Bryan, and our strategy is proving fairly effective. And we wanted to get you in on our game because we know how to stop this before it gets worse, before he does something drastic again.
Heyo, I'm into.
Oh no. I mean, I have a couple of cards up my sleeve should this live stream get reported.
Oh yeah, well, there's more than that he's holding on to, but we can discuss that later. So the coalition, we're gonna call it's called the Autistic Spurgs United, or ASU for short. It's Star Shadow Wolf, I think. It's his full name on YouTube. It's EMC, formerly Xscape 69, and it's Going Gone and myself, and we're slowly collecting new people all the time. And that's the name. And then my entire server of like 30 people or so.
Yeah, and I'm fairly familiar with EMC. He was one of the first ones that were on my server, actually.
Yeah, yep. He's a little. Yeah, he's good shit though.
Yeah.
All right. I gotta get rolling, but I did want to pop in.
Yeah.
All right. You guys have a nice day. I'm looking forward to talking to you in the future.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And thanks for coming on, man.
No trouble. Have a good day.
And Yorkshire says, "Did you just call me Irish?"
Yes, I did. Because fuck you, asshole. Hop in the chat and tell me how I'm wrong. I do it on purpose. It's okay.
Let's try to keep things to facts and stuff we have evidence for, though, okay?
Well, we're going to... What we just heard, allegedly.
And that is the legal word. That is what you'd use in court, is allegedly.
Bryan Mullins The Fox has doxed Eso, has stolen art, which is also, DMCA and all that stuff. There's... allegedly accused Eso of being a pedo. What else? Am I missing anything, Ferret?
Just what we already covered too. On top of that.
Yeah.
Oh, and mass flagging campaigns.
Yeah. Oh, mass flagging campaigns. By the way, Bryan, if you're listening in on this, if you flag my video, if you flag my video that is covering you, I will make sure that everyone that I possibly know, I mean, they're already going to. It would just be, right now it's just slower. But if you do take down this video, it will be a lot faster than you can possibly think that it would be.
Now, we're saying that because he's using someone else's face, not because of his content itself.
Yeah.
And other list of things he's done, allegedly.
Hi, Scarlett.
Yo.
Just keep in mind, this isn't this. I am censoring no one. Bryan, you had an invite. You can come back to the server. You can comment on all of these allegations. I will allow you to speak on any of, and you will be allowed to defend yourself. I do want to clarify that and stress that.
I'll tell you what, Bryan.
Because a lot of these claims is some.
If Bryan can provide enough evidence and proof, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that we are wrong, I think me and Vash can make an apology video.
Yeah, and we will make an apology video if we are wrong. But right now, we are just like a news outlet. We're covering everything. And Red Wolf, if you are listening in, since you're an artist, you can go ahead and hit up the waiting room whenever we currently already have a guest right now, but you can wait in the waiting room and we'll pull you up in a little bit. Scarlett, hey, how are you?
I'm doing. I figured I'd hop in and say hi and put in my 2 cents, I guess.
Yeah,
well,
definitely.
Put it in.
Alright, I'm gonna play as a halfway good guy and halfway bad guy for a second. I'm gonna try to defend and see what this... The fact of a fursona, I am partial furry myself, and I completely see the appeal of using somebody's work. And we've all been guilty of doing this at some point or another. We've used... my family actually pointed this out. Saving somebody's artwork to use as your background or image is everyday thing. Is an everyday process for people, and it's not seen as bad. But once you go into the furry community, it's seen as a god-awful thing. But you also got to think of the cons of this. You're stealing somebody's face, as it's probably been pointed out before by a lady in the corner who worked her butt off with all this.
Yeah.
And Lord, my thoughts.
You're sick.
And
You get a pass.
we were just scratching the surface. And yeah, take your time. But we were just scratching the surface of all of this. Partial basically means that they're not really involved with the community. They enjoy the art and they draw it, and they also have like a fursona.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I go with. I thought you can be okay. Words English. Excuse me, I'm medicated. If you steal somebody's work, it's something you really shouldn't do or be proud of at all. It's
Furries are like a spectrum, right?
Say furries is pretty much you, but with fur and hair, and you're projecting your body onto that image. Say like my little Scarlet Sona here, you project yourself into your work, and when you take that, you're pretty much kidnapping that person.
Yeah. And keep in mind, guys, this is a furry-related topic, so yes, we will have furries on the show.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about genuinely Bryan. It's every furry out there. We've all done it. We've all used somebody else's work as our own for a few minutes until we created our own. So that's the thing that I'm going to get on Bryan about.
Well, I mean,
get it.
I used a couple of things as references, but I never claimed like this character is my character. There would be times where I would be like, yeah, the Dargan kind of looks like a mix between this, and this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it was always my character.
Yeah, this is what I'm gonna get on Bryan about. We've all done it. We've all used somebody's character as our own for a bit and used it as a image, but at times you need to fix it when you start getting popular, like his subs and stuff. You gotta think portraying to your viewers. If I'm one of those that's art stolen, your image is pretty much fucked, dude. People will start noticing and unsubscribing and hurting your image itself because you just got seen out as a theft.
Mm-hmm. Like, it's, I don't know. And the fact that he's outed as a thief, for the most part, I've actually, you know, I've actually been to one or two communities in my day, and like the whole little cons, the conventions and shit.
Yeah, people
And
work
I got
hard
to
on their
say,
image.
if you walk around, you will see furries with their badges, and their badges is their character.
Uh-huh.
And that's how they get in and out of places. Bryan, by stealing art, you're never going to be able to go to those. Really.
Pretty damn much.
Yeah.
I'm gonna interject a con story here right quick because Scarlett brought up the fact that people unsubscribe. So Con had this piece of artwork given to him, and this dude was like, "Here," and he used it on a Halloween stream. And there was so much overwhelming that art is stolen in the chat and the comments that he had to remove that video. And anybody that didn't really care about the artwork didn't want to see the same stream again. And the people that were bugged about the artwork didn't want to watch him anymore. He went back to the dude and was like, "Did you steal this?" And he said, "No." He reverse image searched it, and all the guy had done was put a filter over it.
Yeah.
And Dave's story is from the same person that stole the artwork that Con had. And it was the same guy. And it was another picture. He had just added a filter over it to change the color a little bit.
Yeah. But Scarlett, is there anything else that you wanted to add?
Yeah, give me a few moments. I gotta pull up my Google Docs. I got into a frenzy and typed some stuff out and that I looked up.
Okay.
Well, while Scarlett's getting her thoughts together, why don't we have York in for a moment?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and bring in York. Like, I'm trying to have it to where it's just 1 to 2 guests at a time, so it'll be all right. Hey, York, how's it going?
Yorkie, you bastard. Yorkie, hello.
It's all right. Just give him a second. He's got to collect himself and all that.
It's because I called him an Irishman.
All right. You should be on, hopefully. But let's see here. James Luck. I think that he's probably busy. I'm not really sure. But invites all around. Everybody's allowed to say what they need to say and everything else.
That's never a good idea to tell Yorkie.
Well, you know what I mean. We got to keep it YouTube friendly. At least until I start doing Stream Me exclusive videos.
But Yorkie doesn't give a shit.
Anyway, Yorkie.
Yorkshire man.
He is typing.
Oh. I
Okay,
literally
give me
can't
just a
hear
second,
shit.
Ba-doom, ba-ding.
Hello?
Test. Can you hear us? Yeah, he's not muted or deafened. He's got the 18 plus rule. Did he turn? Did you check your volume on your end?
Well, imagine if he's saying he can't hear shit, he can't hear you asking him that.
Well, I mean, if he's listening to the live stream, he'll hear it delayed.
Technical issues. This time it's not my potatoes, so that's all that counts.
Alright, well,
That's fine. He'll sort himself out eventually, and I'll be here to help him as needed. Hoi!
Alright, well, National, we'll have, you and Luna go down into the, waiting room.
I'll pull him up somewhere else. We have one in the waiting room if you want to go ahead and pull him up and talk to him unless Scarlett's ready.
Vash, I'm gonna step away for a second to have a cigarette. I'm gonna mute myself and leave the stream going in your hands.
Alright, cool. Thank you.
Good luck, sir.
Okay, so, we have, we're making sure that Yorkshire can, come in and everything. Getting him signed up, but right now we will go ahead and have our next guest, which is Big Red Wolf. Hey, what's up?
Not a whole lot. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Ferret's on a cigarette break. Apparently Yorkshire needs to get a couple of things sorted. And so you're an artist?
Yep.
All right.
I even submitted something for your channel on the fan art thing just for fun.
Oh, cool. Let's take a look.
Yeah, go right ahead. It's still in the sketching phase, though. It's nothing.
Oh, that is fucking awesome.
He's making Vash the Dargon look like Vash the Stampede.
And that was kind of the idea, because that was my first thought. When
Hell yeah! You know what? You do that, and I will make sure if you get it all the way through. I think that it looks really awesome. I'll make sure to give you a nice donation. That looks amazing right now.
All right. Appreciate it.
Let's see. Let's give him the artist role here.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. As far as when it comes to the whole art thief thing, a lot of people don't understand that. Like, it's not just the art itself, but the brand that follows it. So if somebody does something really stupid, like this Bryan Mullins guy does, I don't know who he is or anything like that, but as soon as he does something like this, the art is associated with either the controversy or the guy who did all the stupid shit with it.
Yep.
Sorry. Instead of being associated with the artist, which is where it should be. So
yeah,
that's always a major problem. Not only that, but like,
and I did tweet the artist, and he's a Buddhist, so I gave him the second law of Buddhism, which is about stealing, and I told him that I hope that he responds.
I thought Buddhism, you're not supposed to want anything whatsoever. You're supposed to detach yourself from all material items and things to a point.
Yes, but the second sect of Buddhism is, hold on, I can bring it up real quick. But it's Buddhism. Because the actual owner of the character is a Buddhist.
Namaste.
But I said the second Buddhist precept often is translated "do not steal." Some Buddhist teachers prefer practice generosity. A more literal translation of the early Pali text is I undertake the precept to refrain from taking that which is not given.
Interesting. Well, not only that, I'd never heard of the Bryan Mullins guy, so he's disgracing his own name initially. You know what I mean? Because like anytime I think of this guy's name now, instead of being about the character, which is apparently shit anyway. But like, instead of being the character or the person, it's the controversy and everything around it. It generates buzz and publicity, but probably not in the way he's expecting or wanting, for that matter.
Yeah.
Because like they always say that any publicity is good publicity, and before, like the internet, I would agree to a certain extent because you get attention on something. But now with the internet, everybody has attention on everything all the time, and I would say it's less of a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, like, to me, I just think that it's like, what if Bryan turns out to do all of these things? That means that, like, having all of these allegations and stuff, this definitely goes to that artist.
Mm-hmm.
And from what I understand, a person like from what I'm reading through his Twitter, yeah, I did look through the original artist's Twitter, and he seems like a really laid back, kind of a passive type of person, and that's respectable, and you know that's why it's up to us to actually.
Right. Yeah, I agree. And like you said before, it does have to do a lot with the identity of the person because they project a lot of their. I wouldn't say they project it, but they embody their idyllic self through the persona. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So basically, tarnishing that completely from somebody else stealing it and doing other stupid crap with it. So you know, I'm surprised it's only this artist that you guys are talking about because the whole SG avatar he was basically copy pasting.
Well, I mean, we did say that he was copy pasting over Direwolf, but yeah, I did notice that he was also doing SO as well.
Oh man, maybe Dire might do something about it.
Yeah.
No, we'll see.
I don't know. I don't know if he's. I don't know if he's back on from his
deployment.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, I do respect the guy despite what despite our little scuffle over, that menial shit. I do still respect him as a content creator and everything.
Right. Well, that's all I got.
All right. Cool. Yeah, we'll definitely have you future streams if you want, and thanks for coming out, man.
Not a problem. I'll keep working on this piece.
Yeah, awesome. It looks great.
All right.
All right. And let's see here. So we'll go ahead and get in our next guest.
York.
The Yorkshireman.
Yep. Welcome, York.
Yep. Welcome, York.
Hello. Sorry about that.
No worries, man.
Yeah, it was just my phone. My phone just wasn't wanting to play any audio, but
so
my computer's just
what a
fine.
bastard.
All right. I get your statement of gas the furries. We did see that, but what do you think of Bryan? Because I think that this would be worse than just a regular furry.
Oh yeah, he's a cunt. No, usually I only say the gas furry things more as a joke, really. But yeah, that guy's just a piece of shit.
I mean, yeah, it's like, to me, it's like just the whole thing about it is you're taking someone else's work and you're just going like, I did this. And it's like, no,
you
no,
did
you
this.
didn't.
I did this.
Yeah. I mean, that is the exact meme, but we just scratched the surface, and just to have all of this other stuff just fall into our lap. If I'm correct, esoteric is like one of the people that were around Mr. Dapperton for a time.
Well, was he the one that originally created the artwork?
No.
No, that would be Dakota.
No, that's that's the character's name actually. The original artist goes by One Skylight One. DeviantArt if you want to go check them out.
Actually, has anyone actually got in contact with the original artist and told him that stuff's been stolen.
I have sent her a message on DeviantArt.
And I've also sent a message to the owner of the. We did contact both. They are welcome on they ever choose.
Yes, they are welcome whenever.
Right.
You're getting choppy, Vash.
Do it.
Oh, good lord, this again.
It's one thing to do it temporarily, but to try and permanently take and keep something, no.
Can't remember who mentioned it, but earlier someone said that well, it's not just furries that did it, because I did it myself. First, like thumbnail, you'll use something from let's say it's mine from from it, and then eventually I got it done by it.
Is I willing to get for you like that's so there is no excuse for like there is no simpies for me. No simpies.
None for you.
I'm sorry, Brian, but you have no simpies for me.
0.
So, what's up, man? We're just talking about this guy who apparently has. Oh my goodness! I don't know what to even rename this stream. Like, he has done allegedly has done like 5 or 6 different things.
Bryan Mullins the asshole.
I've just noticed actually on the OBS, the one on the top left with the suit he's wearing, that art style looks almost exactly like one of Dapperton's old pieces.
Oh, really?
His old, yeah, the top left. Just if you look at the art style, it looks very, very similar to one of the thumbnail avatars that Mr. Dapperton used to have.
Oh, does it? Let me
Yeah.
move that in a little bit closer.
One of his older ones. Yeah. The one where he's wearing someone with suit.
Let's zoom and enhance.
Yeah, 1 second. Hold on. I got this shit. I fucking got this.
I think the upper left looks like Esso. He just photoshopped his head off.
Yeah. The thing is though that it's not just one artist. The owner of Dakota has several either commissions that he's paid for or art gifts that were given to him by artists. And Brian is using at least 3 or 4 of them that I recognized. I have seen this dude's for Affinity page, and there's quite a few of the images that are being used on Brian's channel.
Yeah.
So it's not just one artist we're talking about here. There's several.
Yeah.
That's some shit. I'd be fucking pissed.
Yeah, there's several different art pieces that have been, but yeah, we've only scratched the surface, so we're going to have to definitely move into even more.
We'll call this stream covering the art theft portion of it. We'll cover the rest later.
Yeah, we will. Also, like I said in the chat earlier, be sure to leave a like if you guys like this type of content. We can find you some lolcows pretty easy. Not saying Brian is a lolcow, but well, actually, let's be real. He honestly has become one at this point. Um, and hey, how's it going, Miss Murder? XL, what up? But yeah, man, we are just figuring out what makes Bryan Mullins the Fox tick. I mean, that's what we're doing for all of those that are just coming in. Will Kincaid said we tried to contact both. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we are trying to contact both of them as well. But anything else you wanted to say, Barrett, Luna?
No, I think we covered the
I
art
do have
theft.
one more story, from another furry.
Is it art theft related?
Yes.
Go ahead and tell it then.
Okay. This person didn't mind to not stay anonymous, so I'm gonna use their Discord name. Fur.
Oh wait, real quick. Excel, you already saw that with my audience, I can make a spirit bomb with their energy. I'm able to. You saw what happened to the set. Well, I'm able to go ultra instinct because of all that electricity.
Okay.
That car battery won't do shit to me this time. I'm like Solomon Grundy. But all right, go ahead, Luna. Sorry.
Okay. This was the user of Fergie, and it's spelled like fur, like furry. Okay. They were part of a world building group, and they were approached about helping with art thieves, busting art thieves, deviant art. A small group, about 5 people. Spent a little time hanging on the new uploads, looking for anything out of place. They see pieces that set off suspicions, like I could point out several with Bryan's images, just from my experience. But they looked through the gallery, they reverse image search a few pieces. They usually found one every few weeks. Whenever they would find someone clearly performing art theft, they started legwork. They would reverse image search everything in the gallery, scraps, profile pics, submissions, and make a list of contacts for every stolen piece. They reach out to the artists in every single one of their pieces that were stolen, advise them that we can't do anything about it, and if they want to take action, they have to contact the DeviantArt staff directly. And even then, it wasn't guaranteed that anything would be done. So they gave me 2 incidents that were really stand out. I'm just going to read these verbatim at this point. At one point, we had a guy who had close to 50 works stolen from a lot of larger artists. We were talking to people that had their names on major works of media, like various video games, concept artists who had worked in major studios, stuff like that. He was taking DeviantArt points as well. It took 4 of us a week to research everything and draft up all the emails. But once they got them out, this was apparently the 5th time the same guy had made an account, as they discovered in their research, and on this latest one, he had several $100s worth of points stocked up. It was frustrating to know that for all our efforts, he'd just come back later. The second incident really frustrated me and made me not want to be on DeviantArt for a while. At the very least, I now watermark everything to heck and back. So we found this artist who was complaining that her warrior cat's original character had gotten stolen and she couldn't get the thief to take it down. I reached out to her and we got to talking. The repost is clearly posted 3 months after the original, so I helped her draft up a formal message to DeviantArt for the report. DeviantArt said there was nothing they could do. I did a RIS to make sure. The original was hers, and she had several other pieces in her gallery that matched the style. So we drafted up another message with all the extra evidence. DA still said no action would be taken, I didn't know what else to do, so I made her a custom watermark and showed her how to apply it to her works. We were both frustrated with this and couldn't understand until several months later why DA took no action when they stepped up on others. As we closed down the group, I was looking at the recorded statistic concerning all our activity. DA only took action on larger artists. She was a smaller artist with maybe 50 followers. She wasn't important enough for their time. It sucks, but it was the best that we could do.
Yeah, that boils me a little bit. But
However, I will say this, with enough experience with Photoshop programming, it would be possible to remove a watermark. But I know I can't do it, but there are probably people that can. So like I said earlier, the best way to have a artwork not be stolen, for one, is anything you post publicly, make it lower quality than your highest quality prints, and put a watermark over it. But also, if the artists themselves have a signature or something that's specific to you in the line art or in the artwork itself that they can't really see, but you can point out and say, there's my signature.
yeah,
I actually hide my signatures inside of my art. There's actually a signature in Vash's art, but you'll never find it.
Is there one in mine? Because I haven't seen it.
Yep.
I think I know where it is.
Anyway, back to the topic.
Yeah.
Actually, have you actually offered like Bryan or any of Bryan's like friends or supporters, like, to come on and debate, or
Absolutely, we
side?
invited him on.
Yeah, by all means, anybody that's around Bryan or Bryan himself can come on or schedule a time, and we will accommodate him.
Just gotta let me know.
Yeah, he's more than allowed to come on and talk. We allow everyone to talk here. I find it funny that he tries to say that I advocate for censorship whenever I am telling him that this is a serious thing, to not have, like, you shouldn't have this happen. But with further allegations, which we weren't even expecting, yeah, I would definitely like him to come on and defend himself. But at the same time, I will be covering all.
Actually, it's ironic that him getting in trouble for essentially, well, maybe not stealing, but a little bit close to the area. He views that as censorship, but he's fine with mass flagging and doxing.
Oh, yes, we're absolutely going to be doing another part to this stream, a recorded video or something. This will not be the last of you hear this from at least from us.
The thing about the censorship, though, is even in Vash's older videos, you can go back and look at his chats. If there is a retracted message, because he has his chat permanently on the screen, even if we delete it from the live chat because
it'll still be
inappropriate or
and my DMs that were shown, if you guys want a more clear depiction, just message Luna or myself if I'm at work. Well, Luna if I'm at work, or myself if I'm not. Bleh. But yeah, never split the party. Clerics in the back keep the fighters hale and hearty. The wizards in the middle shed a little light, never let a damn thief outside. That's a good one.
I think we about covered this part of it, though.
I mean, for the most part, like, I gotta say, for one last thing, You know what? We didn't get to use the now waiting thing. So I guess we'll use that as the outro.
What, the
But,
intermission tab?
Yeah, the
Okay.
intermission. But we'll use that as the outro. But
I'll let it run for a minute or two, and then I'll end it. Yes.
But let's make sure to summarize everything and get all the topics. So Luna, is there anything else?
Just before we close out, if you like our content, make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're not already, and hit that bell.
Because YouTube doesn't give a fuck if you're a subscriber or not.
Yep, and most of all my donations go back to the channel, and if it doesn't go back to the channel, it goes back to other content creators.
I hit that fucking Streamlabs, you dicks.
Is there any D&D game we could play together? Actually, I do plan on. Well, I'm not gonna let that secret out too much. There's just some streaming stuff that I plan on doing.
Hang out in the server, you'll learn more. Alright, guys. I'm gonna click it over to the intermission tab. Everybody have a fantastic day. See ya.
You blame it on the kumite because you bitch made. Because you bitch made. You blame the fucking kumite because you bitch made. Yeah, you fucking bitch made. You blame it on the kumite because you bitch made. Because you bitch made. You blame the fucking kumite because you bitch made. Yeah, you fucking bitch made. Bitch made. You blame it on the kumite because you bitch made. Nick, you are so bitch made. Jeff, you are so bitch made. You blame it on the kumite because you bitch made. Because you bitch made. Bitch made. You pussies blame the kumite because you bitch made. Motherfucker, you bitch made. Yes, you are so bitch made. You cry and blame the kumite because you bitch made. Yeah, you fucking bitch made. Bitch made. You blame it on the kumite because you bitch made. Because you bitch made. You blame it on the kumite because you bitch made. Yeah, you fucking bitch made. Bitch made. You pussies blame the kumite because you bitch made. Yes, you are so bitch made. Oh, you are bitch made. You cry and blame the kumite because you bitch made. Yeah, you fucking bitch made. Bitch made. You blame it on the kumite because you bitch made. Because you bitch made. You blame the fucking kumite because you bitch made. Yeah, you fucking bitch made.